Okay, lesson 97 involves the Pythagorean theorem. The sum of squares of the two legs of a right triangle equals the square of the hypotenuse. That's the official word definition of the Pythagorean theorem. What you probably remember from earlier classes is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. I caution you about the a squared plus b squared equals c squared that you pay very close attention to what is a leg and what is a hypotenuse. Alright? The legs are the two sides that create the right angle. The hypotenuse is the side across the triangle from the right angle. And the Pythagorean theorem states specifically that what goes on the plus side are the two legs, and what goes on the side all by itself is the hypotenuse. It's very important, if you're going to use the Pythagorean theorem, that you make a mental note before you start. What's a leg, what's a hypotenuse? So again, what you have to do to establish legs is find the right angle. The two sides making that right angle are the legs every time. So example 1, given the triangle with lengths of the sides is shown, use the Pythagorean theorem to find A. Identify the right angle, so you can identify leg, which is A, and leg, which is 4. And the Pythagorean theorem states that we take leg squared plus leg squared is equal to hypotenuse squared. You're welcome to square those things in your head, or if you don't know what something squared is, if you write it squared and just use a calculator. 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25. In this case, in order to figure out what A is, I have to move the 16 to the other side. That requires me to change the sign. A squared ends up equaling 9. So A is equal to, officially based on what we just learned in lesson 96, plus or minus the square root of 9, so plus or minus 3. But when you're dealing with a leg in a triangle, we're going to assume the positive answer every time. So I only want to get the positive 3. So make a clear delineation in your homework. If it says solve and it's just letter squared equals number, plus or minus has to be written. If you try to find a missing side in a geometric figure, only give me the positive answer. The rule stays the same, but only the positive answer matters.